Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to the channel. My name is Kryptonite. Today, real simple and sweet. I just want to have a conversation because there's quite a bit of fun going on around the Drip network, especially depending on when you made your initial investment. Some folks probably got in relatively early, so anywhere between like $2 and $10. And then for those folks who got in when the price was anywhere north of $150 per token, you're probably feeling a little unhappy with how your drip is performing, which makes sense, right? Because you're down, 50, 60, 70% depending on when you bought in. So clearly I understand the emotional response to price dropping that significantly in a very short period of time. What I want to try to do today is just to really answer a couple of questions for you guys. And the first one is, did you really lose money? Second, have any of the investment factors changed? Meaning, the reason that you started and decided to invest in Drip, have any of those factors changed, right? The developer, tokenomics, the community, we'll go through that. And then third, what's the best strategy for a bear market? Keep in mind, what I'm going to say is not financial advice. I'm a person on YouTube who's super passionate about the Drip network. So that leads me to the first question. Have you really lost money? And my guess is people believe that they've lost money because if they've invested $1,000 in deposits and Drip's price per token is down 50%, this deposit balance is going to be $500. So when you look at that number on the surface, you would say I'm down $500. I totally understand that. But let me ask you this follow-up question. When you decided to deposit your money in the Drip network, my guess is you were completely aware that if you made a deposit for $1,000, you were not going to be able to hit a button to withdraw that $1,000 completely within the next 24 hours. That money is completely staked and it goes into a liquidity pool. So there's no button you can hit to get the $1,000 back. So in my mind, your $1,000 was already lost from the very beginning. And the reason that you chose, in theory, to invest $1,000 is because you made a decision that the $1,000 was risk capital. It was money you were willing to, one, invest, and then two, at its worst case, lose the money. So with those couple of commitments in mind, you've essentially sacrificed the money. So it's literally gone already. The difference is you haven't lost any money. If you look at your deposit balance, yeah, it's down 50%, and that's because of the price, but there's still a balance in the account, right? And to offset the price implications today, you've got this available. That available is still paying you 1% per day. That's a constellation. When everything else in the market is down 40, 50, 60%, they're not giving you 1% per day to pacify you until the market turns around. They're not doing that. They're taking your $1,000 and they're saying, look, we did not commit to you that you are actually going to make money with this investment. So you've, like everyone else in the market, it's got to be patient and wait till this thing turns around. Drip says, look, we're doing things very differently here in the DeFi space. We kind of make our own rules. And because of that, we understand that that's a limitation for people to lose 40, 50% of their deposit and ask them to be patient. So what we're going to do is our protocol is going to be built to pay you 1% per day in the form of a Drip token. So as you can see on my screen, regardless of the price action, I'm still earning 0.576 Drip. So that's currently $35.90 on a bad day. On a bad day, like quick math, if I round up or down, if I round down $30 times 30 days in a calendar month, it's $900. A passive income in a bear market. If I round up to $40 a day, right? $40 times 30 days in a calendar month now is $1,200, right? In a bear market, Should I be upset by that? Absolutely not. Why? Because my principal is still in place, right? I haven't lost any drip shares. So the number of drip shares that I purchased, that number is still there. And in fact, it's growing because I'm still earning the 1% per day. All right. So have you really lost money, or is the value of your account simply down? I really believe the answer is the latter. The value of your account is down. You haven't lost any money because your shares are the same, but I know what's really happening. Your shares are not the same. They're really growing every single day. The next question, why did you get involved in drip? Like, ask yourself that question. Why did you get involved in drip? Was it you were attracted to the 1% per day? So if you were attracted to the 1% per day, I've proven to you that the 1% per day still pays out regardless of the price. Did you get involved in drip because you're excited about the developer? And because of that, you have confidence in the developer because he's a brilliant guy. He tends to take the shortcomings of other protocols within the DeFi space and closes the gaps, and then creates a new project within his ecosystem to improve on those gaps. If that's the reason why you invested in drip, that still stands today. The tokenomics, right? Nothing associated with the tokenomics have changed. There's still a 10% tax on every transaction, with the exception of hydrating, which is at 5%. So the tokenomics are the same, right? And I'm going to reiterate, it's still paying the 1% per day in the form of a drip. Taxes are there to ensure sustainability. Taxes are there to fund the liquidity pool. Community. Did you get involved in drip because of the community? My guess is, before you jumped in, you probably did a little Google search to figure out the overall sentiment on drip. And my guess is what you found is it was overwhelmingly favorable, right? When I did it myself, the community was rock solid. Like, everybody had fantastic things to say about drip. And my guess is it's because the protocol was delivering on its commitment. So everybody was making money, right? So now there's a little bit of FUD associated with the price action, which is to be expected, because nobody wants to see their deposit cut in half. Like, you work so hard for your money, and to see it be sliced in half right before your eyes, it's kind of disturbing. It's a nightmare. I totally get it, right? But you got to go back to the first couple things. Do I still believe in the developer? Have the tokenomics changed? And overall, how does the community feel? Like, I'm not talking about a handful of people, like the 10% of the folks that are completely upset about the price action. I'm talking about the other 90% that are constantly hydrating, that continue to support the protocol, right? That continue to invite people to join the drip network, right? Because we realize that the last thing we want to do is FUD our own bag. Like, why would you FUD your own bag? Because as a community, if you begin to FUD in the form of comments on whatever platform there is, then potential new investors will be discouraged and not want to participate in a protocol. So what does that do? That means there's no new money brought into the protocol, which means people aren't buying, which means the price of drip isn't going up, right? So if none of those things are taking place, then current investors are going to get worried and want to sell. And what does that do? Drive the price down even deeper, right? So you have to continue to support the project if the couple things I just mentioned are still in play. You have confidence in the developer. The tokenomics are there. You know what we need to do, folks? Exercise a little patience. Like, if you were thinking that if you invested $1,000 today and within 3 months you would be this millionaire, you invested in the wrong protocol. Like, this isn't that. This is a passive income protocol. You invest $1,000 and you earn 1% per day indefinitely. Let's talk strategy. In a bear market, right? A bear market simply means there are a number of weeks and months of excessive selling. And it's all driven by fear, uncertainty, and doubt, the FUD. So what they do is they sell aggressively. And when they sell aggressively, you know what they're doing? They're losing money. So if the market is down 20, 30, 40%, are you selling high? I don't think so. You're actually selling low. You're taking a haircut, right? So is selling the best strategy? I don't know. To each his own. But in my opinion, when the market's down, you know what you should be doing in drip? You should be doing this thing right here. You should be hydrating. You should be compounding, right? You should be accumulating more shares that they're giving you at 1%. And when you hydrate, you know what happens? We take this 0.595. When I hit this hydrate button right here, we'll just go ahead and do it on screen. Going to hit hydrate. We'll go ahead and hit confirm. It's going to take this 0.598 and add it to my deposit balance. Compound successful. Bing! New balance, 276.646. I'm going to be earning 1% on a much higher balance. That's what you should be doing in a bear market as an option, right? Let's consider a couple other options. Second option is accumulate more drip. If you're in a position where you have more risk capital, why not buy drip when it's on sale? Let me ask, how many times have you had a conversation with someone about drip or any other investment? And the question invariably comes to, well, how much did you pay for it? And you would say, when I bought drip, it was $40 a token. At the time of the conversation, drip is $150 per token. The person's natural response is going to be, man, I wish I could buy drip at $40. Guess what? Be careful what you ask for, because drip is on sale. We'll head back over to the drip network, click on the swap tab. Good news. You can buy drip at $62.37. It's on sale. Now accumulate drip. But what happens is people get concerned. Oh my gosh, it's too low. Why is the price dropping? Well, the price is dropping because people naturally take profits or they reinvest money into other projects. It's an evolution of investing, right? It naturally happens. All right. But you know what? The byproduct of people selling and reinvesting? Prices go down. And when the prices go down, you can afford more shares at a lower price. Think about my example. $150 a month ago would only get you one drip share. The same $150 now gets you two. 2 for 1. Drip is on sale, 2 for 1. Come on, people. Don't wait for it to go back up to 150 or 200 or north of that number. Get in, get it while it's on sale. The final option, do nothing. Do nothing means because we have no idea how much longer this bear run is going to be. We don't know when we're going to turn the corner and the price of drip is going to go up. So because of the uncertainty, maybe we decide to do nothing. And until we see trends within the market that indicate what's happening. So I would not be opposed for people doing nothing. Overall, my strategy, personally, I'm going to continue to hydrate. Why? Because I continue to believe in the developer, the tokenomics, the community, the entire ecosystem, and then everything else they have planned for us. I am bullish on drip. But again, hey, not financial advice, just a guy on YouTube who believes in the drip protocol, and I want to come at some of you fudders. So look, I don't have all the answers. I will love your comments, right? Tell me if I'm off base, if I'm on target, maybe something I hadn't considered. I'm open to a friendly, professional dialogue in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, do me a small favor, like, subscribe, throw on the bell notification. It's really helpful. And if you want to be a part of a Rockstar team, come join the Drip to Wealth, DTW, Drip to Wealth team. We are kicking butt, taking names. 140. What? We had a goal of 100. We zipped right past that at the end of February. Our target was 100. We were already at 120 at the end of February. But who's bragging? That will be me. All right, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care. Be safe and be smart. I'm out.